We're here with the all-new Ranger 2200 day pack, and I've got Michael, the lead designer on this project, here to talk through some specifics. So to cue this up, our goal was to make a truly capable ultralight day pack, one that's durable, carries weight well, and is purpose-built for mountain hunting. So this is our replacement for the Venture 1800 and 2300 day packs that have been at the heart of our day pack program over the last 6 years. We've been able to take a full ½ pound of weight out of the Ranger while making it more capable and more comfortable to wear. So let's talk through some of the specifics, start with capacity and weight and some of those specific items.
Yeah, so we chose a 2200 cubic inch volume for this. Figured that was big enough of a volume to be lightweight but still carry all of your essentials for a hunt. For the fabric, we decided to use a 330D high tenacity Cordura, and on some of the higher wear areas, we decided to add coated Cordura to make it more water resistant and abrasion resistant.
Yeah, talk about the weight. That's probably the most important feature.
Yeah, so for weight, we were actually able to get the medium below 3 pounds, which is a huge weight savings compared to the current Venture.
Yeah, especially for a pack that's this durable and carries weight this well.
Yeah.
So let's talk suspension, because there were a lot of improvements on the suspension going into this pack over the Ventures. Maybe start from the top down.
Sure. So starting with the shape of the shoulder straps. So we updated the shaping, we elongated them, coming from the chest down through the body. They wear a lot better, and they carry along the side of the body better. They have a dual density foam package, and we shaped it such that it goes from a thicker foam to a thinner foam as you move to the bottom. So again, it carries weight well, and as it goes to the side of the body, we get rid of some of the excess foam that's not needed.
Yeah, and you can really feel the difference in that. What about the yoke system? What's different here than some of our other packs?
So we have a floating yoke system here, so you can see that the shoulder strap and yoke itself pull away from the back panel. This allows for carry for different torso lengths, but then also for load lifting capabilities. Yeah, and another improvement we also did was on the air mesh of the shoulder straps. This is an update to our current Neo air mesh. It's just as durable and abrasion resistant, but it's actually lighter.
And then talk a little bit about the venting in the foam here.
So for the foam, we have die-cut foam that is ridged along the side, but then also has die cuts in the middle that really maximizes the airflow. And we actually focused on minimizing how many foam pads there were, so you have maximum comfort with minimal weight.
Yeah, and you've got a full airflow across the center of your back, with that gap right there.
Exactly.
And then let's talk waist belt.
Waist belt. So for waist belt, we actually improved the zipper construction. So we took the zipper off the hip belt and added a little internal structure so it has great one-handed use. You don't have to use both. You can just go back and forth very quickly one-handed. It's also removable, so in case you want to save even more weight, you can just take it out.
Yeah, and the shaping of this waist belt is something we actually didn't change from the old Venture packs, because it actually carries weight really well and feels really good on most body types.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest way that we took weight out of this is in the frame. So you want to talk a little bit about the frame that's actually inside of this?
So one of the biggest things we focused on was weight and weight savings. We realized that the current build was overbuilt. You have a dual stay system with a frame, sheet that keeps it in place.
There's aluminum stays in here, right?
Yeah, two aluminum stays, vertical, and then 2 aluminum horizontal. So with the first round sample, we thought, well, maybe we try tubing. It's a little bit lighter, but can still be just as good for carry. And then took some of the weight out of the frame sheet, but we still didn't think that was enough.
Yeah.
We knew we could do better. So we actually decided we were going to get rid of the frame sheet altogether and just stick with the aluminum frame along the back panel. And we didn't know how it would go.
That one was making a lot of noise, and so talk about how you fix that.
Yeah, so because of the surface area and how smooth it was actually making a lot of noise. So we actually found that if we roughed the surface up and sandblasted it, it created enough of a break in the surface to where you could keep all the lightweight savings and now be completely silent.
Yeah, that definitely fixed the problem.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, let's cruise around let's do external pocketing on here.
Sure. So for our front compartment, you have a deceptively large pocket. It actually goes from near the bottom panel all the way to the top behind your accessory pocket. So if you have oversized objects or larger outerwear or rain gear, it can actually fit all the way through.
You can certainly put like optics and stuff in there if you want. I'll actually normally put rain gear or insulation in that outer pocket, and that way it always has the structure and allows you to compress the pack with structure on the outside.
Exactly.
And then, yeah, one thing that's unique, you want to talk about just the configuration of this or how we place it relative to the other straps and the accessibility?
Sure. So we added an easy access zipper to the front compartment. So even if you have your front compression engaged, you always have access to your zipper. There's nothing hindering your access to your front compartment.
Yeah, so even if you have like a bow attached to the back, you can still open up that zipper, get your rain gear out, get your insulation out of there. Top pocket.
So we have a top accessory pocket, pretty good capacity for your headlamps or any of your smaller accessories, and then an internal mesh pocket with a key hook for any of the smaller items you really want to keep safe.
And then one thing, I mean, we definitely focused on good compression all the way around this. You want to show like some of the compression straps?
Yeah, so you almost have 360-degree compression. So you have dual bottom compression, dual side compression, and then also dual front compression. So pretty much any way you need to configure the pack, you can. If you need to pack the main compartment down, you have full compression along the sides and bottom. And if you do that, we kind of urge everybody to pack out your front compartment. So put your rain gear there, put anything else in there in terms of like using that available space.
Makes a huge difference in how it looks, I guess, when you get it compressed down.
Yeah.
We've got an empty one here. Let's look quickly at the internal pockets before we close out.
Sure. So along the back panel, we have a mesh hydration pocket with hydration clip. So it'll fit any of your larger hydration bladders. And then we also have a dual organization pockets with volume gussets at the bottom. So again, they pack flat, but once you pack them out, they actually have a surprising amount of volume because of the stretch and the pleated volume. So you have your dual org pockets inside, and then your elastic mesh holder with hydration clip.
Stretch material in those, really high capacity, allows you to pack the inside of the bag in a way that your stuff isn't just going to fall to the bottom. So plenty of organization, still ultralight day pack, but still super capable.
Yeah, exactly. I guess the one last thing to mention is we have a TPU coated grab handle that is great just in terms of if you're out in the field and you need another like grab point, but you can also use it as a lash point. So if you need to feed something through or something to lash onto, you have another heavy duty spot.
Yeah, and I was kind of skeptical of that, but ended up using it a lot more than expected. So yeah, nice work pushing that one. Yeah, I guess last thing, stuffed pockets on the side. These are definitely they're a stretch material. Easily put a tripod in the side there. These are actually big enough you can stuff a full Nalgene in there, which a lot of guys are going to appreciate. And we wear tested this pack like all over the West last year. I know for me personally, got some serious field time up in Oregon, hunting Roosevelt elk, hunting black-tailed deer. This pack had exactly the features I needed. I mean, it held up great. And actually the low kind of on-body profile made it really comfortable for heading through like heavy brush and alders. And then it also carries weight really well. I mean, we've done a lot of like pack training in this with like 40 pounds, and it's awesome for that. So definitely come check out the Ranger pack. This is going to be a really solid new core addition to our day pack line. So here at KUIU, we'll only sell consumer direct. So come check out the Ranger at a KUIU store or online at KUIU.com.